What's good everyone, it's Andrew. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to sell digital products online. And I mean actually show you. I'm going to open up the platform, create a real product from scratch, set everything up and walk you through the entire process so you can do the same thing. I've been selling digital products for a while now. I started years ago selling sample packs to the music producers community, and that turned my passion for making music into an actual digital product business. And right now I'm also running Materia Teams, where we basically provide website templates for e-commerce companies, and crossed over 2 million views across our socials in less than a year. So I'm not just someone who talks about this stuff, because I've actually done it. So I decided to make this video to help you all as well. All right, so first thing first, the platform that we're going to use is called Storelib, which is basically an all-in-one platform that lets you run your entire creative business. You can create your online store in just a few minutes. You can sell digital products, build a link in bio, and so many other stuff. And the craziest part is that it's free to get started, so you can follow along with this video. Now, when you sign up, the first thing it asks you is your name and a short bio. So for me, I put something like Andrew Rules, and then a quick line about what I do. Keep it simple, something like creator and let's say digital product seller or whatever fits you. Then it's going to ask you to pick a category. Now just select whatever you want. You can always change it later. Next up here, you can add your social media such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you got. And now this will automatically show up on your store and your link in bio, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. Okay. Now we're going to upload a profile picture. And now for the plan, you can start completely free. You can sell unlimited digital products on the free plan. There's also a growth plan and a professional plan where you get extra features later. But if you're just starting out, you can continue with the free plan. All right, so once you're in, this is your dashboard. Everything you need is right here. At the top, you can see your stats, views, revenue, orders, conversion rate. And as you can see right now, it's all zeros because we just signed up. But as you start getting traffic and sales, this is where you track everything. Now on the left side, you got your sidebar. This is where you navigate. So you got things like products, analytics, orders, OnePage, store builder, emails, payouts. You know, there's so many other things. Everything is in one place, which is really nice because you don't need 5 different tools to run your business. And you'll see this setup checklist right here, which is going to walk you through everything step by step. So let's just follow it. Okay, so first thing first, what really matters is to create a product. So let's actually create a product. What we're gonna do is go to products in the sidebar and click new product. First thing first, what we're going to do is give your product a title. I'm going to use a real product here so you can see how this works. For this video, as an example, I'm going to upload a cinematic presets pack. So just add your product title. And right below that, we can upload our product images and even add YouTube videos if you got a demo or something. Now, make sure you add at least 2 to 3 images showing your product, your cover, your pack, whatever. And now next here is the description. This is very important. This is basically your sales pitch. You want to tell people exactly what they're getting and why it's worth buying. Think about a person who's going to land on this page. What questions do they have? What's inside a pack? What software it works with? What kind of results they can expect? Write it like you're explaining to a friend. You can use Claude, or ChatGPT to write it as well. I already have it right here, so I'm just gonna paste it. Then there's the what's included section. This is where you list out what the customer gets. And by default, these are right here, but you can add more information. So for this pack, I add things like the number of presets. So let's say 120, the format, the software, stuff like that. Now moving on to the most important section. This is where you upload the actual files, the actual digital product that the customer gets after they buy. So in my case, this is a zip file. You can just drag and drop here or click choose files. Okay. And then right here, we can set up the price. There's also a compared price field, which is nice if you want to show a crossed out original price. There's also a pretty cool feature here, which says let customers pay what they want, which means people can decide how much they want to pay instead of a fixed price. Okay. And now moving on right here, let's select our category. Okay, and down here we can add some frequently asked questions. Now this is actually really useful because you can answer things people are already thinking before they even buy. So for example, you could add something like what software do I need for this pack, or how do I download it, or just simple stuff that removes confusion. Now if we keep going, you also have the option to show your sales count so people can see how many others have already bought it, which builds trust instantly. You can also set a limit. You can also limit the number of sales if you want to make it more exclusive, like 100 copies available. And right here, you can enable a refund policy. So it actually shows up on the product page, depending if you want to offer refunds. and stuff like that. And then down here we got the SEO section, which is the final one. And this is basically how your product shows up on Google when people search for it. You can customize your SEO title, description, and your product URL. It even shows you a live preview of what it will look like in Google search results. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, but you can edit it. This takes like 30 seconds, but it makes a difference long term. And now that we finished adding our product, the final thing we have to do is just hit publish. If we click right here, we can see it. We can see our product page. All right, so now your product is live. You might be looking at the product page thinking, okay, but I want to change a few things, maybe move things around, add some sections, and yeah, you can actually do that. If we go back to the dashboard and click on the store builder in the sidebar, and then at the top, you'll see a drop down that says homepage. So if we just click on that, switch to product page, now it's going to ask you to select which product you want to edit. Pick the one we just created, click edit this product, and now we're just looking at the layout of that specific product. Now on the left side, you'll see a bunch of sections like subscribe, add to cart, product content, FAQ, reviews, more from seller. You can click on any of these to edit them. All of them have settings, you can reorder them. So if you don't want the reviews section, show again because you just launched, you can just turn it off. There are so many things you can edit. This is nice because every product can have its own layout. You are not stuck with one template for everything. All right, so now let's go back to the homepage because this is where you build out the actual store that people see when they visit our link. So when you open it up, you got your sections on the left. We got subscribe bar at the top, and then header, feature products, about, we got footer, and these are the building blocks of your store. You can click on any section to edit. Like if I click on the header, this is where you change your store title, upload a cover image, that big banner at the top, and your profile picture. And if you want to add more sections, all we have to do is just scroll down and click on add section, and this opens up a menu with all different section types. You got image with text, you got content sections, marketing sections, product showcases, information sections. So you could add for example, a welcome banner with some text and image, and you can just customize it however you want. Or you can add some benefits section that shows things like high quality, instant access, secure payments with little icons next to them, or whatever you want. You can just customize them. You just click to add it and it drops right into your page. So yeah, in general, it takes like 5 minutes to set up your store and make it look legit. Now, moving on, a pretty cool feature that I want to show you is that if we click right here on OnePage in the sidebar, this is basically your link in bio page. If you ever use one of those link in bio tools, this is that, but built right into the platform. So instead of having a separate tool for your links and a separate tool for your store, it's all connected. You can add your social links, buttons to your products, custom links, whatever you want. You can collect emails, sell digital products. You can pretty much do a lot of stuff. You can change the design. You have multiple themes that you can customize. So yeah, you can create some pretty cool pages. I just attach a few examples so you can see some of our users. And the best part is that when someone clicks on one of your product links, it takes them straight to your store to buy. So everything is connected. Now, moving on, here's something that a lot of people don't realize. When you publish a product on Storelib, it doesn't just sit on your store. It also shows up on the Storelib marketplace, which they call Discover. This is basically a built-in audience. People are browsing the marketplace every day looking for digital products to buy. There are categories like audio and music and business, AI, free stuff, all kind of stuff. And your product shows up right alongside everyone else. So even if you have 0 followers, 0 audience, people can still find your stuff and buy it. And that's free exposure you're getting just by being on the platform. You don't have to pay for ads or do anything extra. Just make a good product, put it up, and it's gonna appear in the marketplace as well. Okay, so the next thing I almost forgot about is there's one more thing you don't want to skip, because if you don't set this up, you literally can't get paid. So all we gotta do is go to payouts in the sidebar, and right here is going to ask you to connect your payouts. Now, Storelib uses Stripe to handle all of the payments. So you just click connect and it's going to walk you through the Stripe setup. All you have to do here is just enter your basic information, your bank details, and that's it. It takes just a couple of minutes. And once that's connected, whenever someone buys your product, the money goes through Stripe and hits your bank account. You can see all of your transactions, your balance, everything right here in the payout section. So make sure you do this before you start promoting your stuff. You don't want to get your first sale and then realize that you can't actually receive the money. And the last thing I want to show you real quick is the settings. So if you go to the settings, this is where you manage your account. You can change your email, update your profile, customize your store. And if you have your own domain name, you can actually connect a custom domain right here. So instead of Storelib domain, you can add your own .com or .net or .shop or whatever domain you have. That's optional, but it's a nice touch if you want to feel more professional. All right, so that is the full process. We went from signing up, creating a product, setting up the store, customizing everything, connecting payouts, and now you got a fully working digital product business. This whole thing took us probably, like less than 10 minutes or something like that. I know it can feel like a lot when you're just starting and you get into this, but once you actually go through the steps, it's way simpler than it looks. And if you have any questions about digital products or setting things up, just drop a comment below, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.